So I have a few questions, but I think so you want to start?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, so for number 3, is it the third one?
3 is the third one, yep.
Okay.
4 is the
Number
first.
4 is the first one?
Yeah, the first one. Number 5
5
is
is
false.
false. Now,
I don't know how to find the correlation coefficient on SPSS.
here we are. That's I mean, I did that thing.
Because it doesn't really specify how you do it.
Here we are. That's I mean, I did that thing.
So you go to analyze, correlate, bivariate, and then you do your 2.
And you do both.
Huh?
So you do, oh, what happened to my stuff? So you go to analyze, correlate, and then bivariate. And then do you move to variables, both? Do you move them to the variables box?
Yes.
At once?
Yeah. Because it doesn't really specify how you do it.
Here we are. I mean, I did that thing.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What in the world?
It wasn't me.
What the heck is going on?
What the heck, Chris? What are you doing?
I don't know. Well, it's on Safari now, so I have no clue what's going on.
Oh, now it's gonna be you with all the problems, so get a taste of that, okay?
Weird. That was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Alright,
Sorry,
let's figure
I don't know where it is now. So that was freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
the results will be given in the
Yeah.
solutions box.
So you do the eruption. So you said you move it to the variable,
Yeah.
and then you move the waiting time too,
Yes.
and then you go to. Where do you go? What do you do?
This video will demonstrate the performance of a correlation coefficient.
Hold on, I'm figuring out how to do it.
Oh.
Now you'll see it will give us the option of indicating which variable goes on the linear relationship.
Why?
In order to produce a scatter plot, we go to the graphs
I
menu.
don't know how to do
Variable
scatter
explains
plots.
the convergence of the 2 data points. So, the upper right. Or a trend. Okay, as you can see, the data points are pretty correlate. I'll go to the bivariate option because again we're correlating 2 variables. So bi meaning 2. We're going to use that option, bivariate. And then what we need to do then is just make sure the variables that we want to correlate are in the variables box. So fluid consumption and temperature. We can go to the options box and make sure that we're going to get the means and standard.
Okay, I think I did that wrong, which is good.
Deviations for each of these variables so we can report those descriptively. And then we also need to make sure that Pearson is checked because that's the correlation we're attempting to do, and we've examined this data for the assumptions for a Pearson, mainly being that it's quantitative and linear in its relationship. And we don't know what direction the relationship is going to go beforehand typically. So
What are you laughing at?
we're going to choose two-tailed testing, and that's going to be part of the hypothesis decision.
Roommate, sorry.
So at this point, we also want to set a null hypothesis. And the null hypothesis would typically be that the correlation coefficient for these two variables would be equal to 0. In other words, there would be no correlation between them.
I'm almost
so
done,
the R
guys.
value
I'm
would
just
be
looking
close
it
to
up.
0. Now, if we produce an R value that is equivalent to a P value that is less than 0.05,
Okay.
then we'd be able to reject that null hypothesis.
Wait.
Hypothesis and say there's a significant amount. I can go ahead and click OK. And then we'll see the means for our two variables. So the mean fluid consumption over all of the particular data points was 29.2 and the mean temperature was 67. So the first thing we want to look at is the actual Pearson correlation number, which is right here between fluid consumption and temperature. And that value is 0.978. And as we know, the closer the R value gets to 1, either positive or negative, then that indicates a very strong relationship. As you can see, this is a very strong relationship, very close to that value of 1.0. We can also look at the p-value. That is quite a bit less than point. Explain a significant 978, and we square it. So if we take 9.78 and we square it, we end up with a value of 0.956. So what that's telling us then is about 95% or 96% of the variance in fluid consumption is explained by temperature. So that's a very strong relationship then to say that, in other words, what's the practical significance of this relationship and a significant amount of variance in fluid consumption. Now, we can also look at the magnitude of this effect or the magnitude of this relationship. In other words, what's the practical.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so yeah, I think we did it right anyways. So 0.901 is your correlation coefficient.
Oh dear.
What?
My roommate is being silly.
0.901.
Yeah, 0.901.
For 6?
Yes, for 6.
Just making sure I'm on the same page. Usually doesn't happen.
So what's the direction and strength of?
So the direction and trend is, so to find that, you have to look at your scatter plot that you have to make, and it's positive and strong.
Yay, that's what I put. Sweet mother molasses.
So number 8,
Number 8,
I have 4, 3, 6, 5, 2, 1.
I think they're different for all of us.
Really?
Yeah,
you
so
have-
negative 0.6 is number 6.
I have that. Negative one is-
0.95 is number 2.
Okay. Positive 0.95 is 2.
Yeah.
Negative 0.95 is 5.
Negative 0.95 is 5. Yep.
Negative 0.6 is 6.
Yep.
Positive 1 is positive 1 is 1.
Yep.
Negative 1 is 4.
Yep.
0 is 3.
Yep.
All right. Got that, Cami?
Yep, got it.
Okay. And then 9, you just do the same thing.
For 9, let me tell you what I got.
Analyze, correlate by variate.
I have it already.
That, do option, continue, okay. 0.728.
See, I did it.
728.
Wait, what'd you say?
7.
0.728.
Hold on, hold on. I okay. Analyze. Correlate. Point 728.
Yep. And then I'm going to graph it real quick. Analyze. No. Graphs, legacy dialogues, scatter dot, simple, define, score, and confidence. Okay. I would still say it's strong.
Positive,
Strong.
strong.
Should be positive, strong, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to submit? I'll submit this
Sure.
one. Hundred.